So I just put you up here so I can show you. So last year I went to London because there was this tattoo artist coming and I had this done. Now this is also still here and I would like to do something to that in the future. But this is my new tattoo, my newest, which I really like. But on my other wrist, there's this. And even though I really like it, it is sort of a tribal shaped lotus. If you keep it like this, it's like a beetle flying away. But if you keep it like this, it is a lotus. And it has faded a lot. So now in comparison, the other one, that one, can you see this? They don't really match anymore. I got the lotus when I went through a big breakup, and I really liked a color tattoo, so I got that one. And the lotus kind of represented like me being a little seed in the mud because I wasn't feeling that well in the moment of time. But I'm really feeling like the blossoming lotus at the moment, or at this period in my life. And because it has faded so much, I've been thinking about having it just tattooed over again, looking nicer. But then I thought I'll have something done similar to this one so that they match more. And it is more in the vibe of what I'm going for in this time in my life. And there's a couple more tattoos that I would like to make different. But this is the one we're going for today. And there's this really cool tattoo artist that I find on Instagram. She's coming to Amsterdam as a guest artist. And I booked her. And today we're going. I have to be in Amsterdam at 10 o'clock. That's why I'm this early. It's Sunday morning. But I have to be there early. My friend might be joining us. I'm just bringing you along. And if I won't be able to vlog in Amsterdam itself, I will just sync over and you will see me at the end. I don't know. We haven't decided on the design yet because she sent me a couple of ideas, but because this skin here moves a lot, it is harder for the ink to stay in. There's something with this skin, and I know that this has been tattooed, but it is almost completely gone. You can see a little bit here. This doesn't stay. It didn't take. He tattooed that twice, I think. It's almost gone. So it's gonna be something floral. Maybe with a bee or a butterfly or a lotus or another purple, pink, other way. Pink or purple or blue flowers because it is already pink. And hopefully it'll be a really beautiful cover up. And if not, I don't know. But I am a little bit anxious about the fact that I don't know what it's gonna be, but I've seen her work and I love all of it, so I trust her. We just need to figure it out. I can't really have time to think about what it's gonna look like. I just have to hope for the best, and I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna walk the dogs, and then we're gonna take the train, and then we're gonna go to Amsterdam, and I feel excited, but also I know this day is going to take a lot of my energy. It's going to be a whole thing. Amsterdam is like a whole different world. If you've ever come to the Netherlands and you said, I've been to Amsterdam, you haven't really seen the Netherlands because it is bonkers. Amsterdam is crazy, it's wild, it's stunning, it has oh, what's going on, babes? It's beautiful, but yeah, it's really different. So let's go. So, the train took me all the way past Gouda. I had to get into a new train and then we made it to Amsterdam. It always looks so cool. And I have one friend who I love so much, and her name is Michelle. Hey, Michelle. She is moving to Sweden soon. I'm so excited for her. And we got my favorite pretzels. We only got to hang out like 20 minutes because she wasn't allowed to stay in the tattoo shop with me, which was really sad. But she lives close by, so that's okay. Of course, I had to show you some of the houses, and I had to take you some touristy things. So I'm showing you all the beautiful tulips that they sell and all these nice little touristy things that you can get to take home to your friends and family. And look at the stroopwafels. If you're ever in the Netherlands, go find stroopwafels. You can get fancy ones, but you can also buy them in the store, and they are really nice. So my last experience with getting my tattoo was very good because ever since I've been on my ADHD medication, my mind is a little bit more quiet, but also my blood pressure is higher, and I used to have really low blood pressure. So when I would get tattooed, I would get a spike and then I would faint or almost faint. I never really fainted, I just felt really faint. And that's no longer happening. So getting a tattoo now isn't such a big deal anymore. Of course, it's not comfortable, but it's okay. I'm excited about it. So this is the design that we're going for. We came up with this together. And she is now going to get started. I don't know if you can already tell, but the design is a poppy flower with some buds and a little bumblebee and some lavender. And I really had to trust the process here because this is all I got to see, all these lines. And I just had to let go and let her do her thing and hope for the best outcome. So we did the tattoo in stages. So the first hour she spent tattooing, she did the flower part and the little bud. Then we took a little break. Then the next hour she worked on the green lines and the purple parts. And then when it was done, we went back to the mirror and we decided where the, bumblebee was gonna sit. So it was about 2.5 hours in total of tattooing when she finished it. The pain wasn't that bad. Some spots, like in the middle of the wrist or going towards a little bone, was a little bit more, painful. Yeah, and then more up the arm like this, that was easy. She could have gone out for hours. But the parts near the bone or the joint, that was a little bit more gentle, was a little bit more sore. I'm so fascinated by the skills that these people have. Because when I was younger, and I got my first tattoos, which was about 22 years ago, I think. I just picked out a design, and then he put it on there. It was always males. And then they would just tattoo it on in black and white. And now, this is my second tattoo of a person drawing some lines on your arm, and then just creating this beautiful art. Like, I can't even describe. I'm so fascinated by this. So even though it's a little bit sore and painful, it's so fascinating to lay there and somebody using your arm as a canvas and just creating this beautiful art. I really love it. So here we are entering the end of the, before the last break we were taking, so before the bumblebee. So she's finishing the bigger part and she's doing the purple lavender. And she got a picture, you can see it in the right, of my other tattoo. So she can have the lavender be of a similar design style. But of course, she also has to cover up the pink that's already there. I think she did a good job. She did, though, leave the most painful part for the end, because that last bit was super painful. And then she's cleaning up, and here is the flower done and the part, and now all we have to do is attach the bumblebee. I got a little shot of me. I thought I was doing so well, And I thought I had energy for days after. I didn't. As soon as I went out to shop, I just felt how tired I was, and it was time to get on the train and get back home. And I love that I took this shot of me sitting in the train, like somebody else is filming it, but you can clearly see my face. You can clearly see me holding the camera in the reflection of the window. That's so funny. If you take a train ride in the Netherlands, it really takes you through beautiful places and the green countryside. Now, especially around Amsterdam, the way I'm traveling, I'm going through the green heart of the Netherlands. And of course, I tried to get some windmills for you guys. And these windmills are situated between Gouda and Zoetermeer. I believe somewhere around Zevenhuizen, maybe. That's where they are. And they are absolutely beautiful. Look, there they are. Okay, so once we got home, it was time to take care of the tattoo because I had second skin on it, but it was already coming off because an arm moves in all these different places. The wrist part, it moves everywhere. So it was already opening up, so I had to take it off, and that was completely gross. This was so gross, but we had to do it.
Sure they won't be mad?
Hi, they like you.
That's gross.
Great. What happened? Bible class has been moved an hour later. Also, the teacher's handbook, so it's at 10 instead of 9. Okay, I'll make the necessary adjustments. Anything new? My dad brought his girlfriend.
Gross.
The potential stepmom? Oh my god. Tell me what you say and tell me in like 11 seconds.
Gross.
That's all the phone time I have.
So to take care of my tattoo, I use this Bipothen tattoo like soap. It's not sponsored or anything, but I used this on my last tattoo and I really like it and I think it healed very nice. So I'm using it again. And I also have the Bipothen tattoo cream, and then I also have the Bipothen sunscreen that I use for a lot of weeks after so that it doesn't bleach or burn in the sun. I got more second skin from the tattoo artist to apply at home, and I really tried to keep second skin on there. I really tried applying it the right way, which is probably really difficult using your non-dominant hand, but it's difficult probably anyway. And yeah, I really wanted to keep it covered up because it's nice, your clothing doesn't rub on it, nothing can get in there, but this placement, it just didn't work. After 15 minutes, it would already come off, and as soon as a gap gets, was like at the wrist part, as soon as a gap happens, you have to take it off, because if there's stuff coming out, that means that gross stuff can also get in, which ultimately makes it a place for infection to happen. So I had second skin on there for the night and then the next morning, and then like already I had to take it off. So I tried. I have the radio. Shh, do you want it? In 2 minutes, we're going to have quiet. Oh, okay. So I wanted to take you along for a very Dutch experience, which is the 4th of May, 8 o'clock in the evening. We have a ceremony, but I just realized that the sound that I'm trying to show you is copyrighted, so that's why I'm talking over it and letting it sit in the back, very gentle. Now, I want to be silent at 8 o'clock, but we just got back on the farm, so the dogs want to get out of the van, so I'm struggling a little bit with that. I made it back like with 2 minutes to spare, so I immediately turned on the radio and started listening to this, because I think this is really important. So right before the clip that you just saw of cleaning the tattoo, I got home back on the farm, and I made it in time to do the following that you will be seeing now. So I had my tattoo done on the 4th of May, which in the Netherlands is Remembrance Day. And then we have 2 minutes of silence at the end of the day at 8 o'clock. Now you will be seeing me sitting still and not talking, but I will be talking over this because I want to explain what's going on. We have the 2 minutes of silence to pay our respects and think back on all the people who lost their lives to fight for our freedom in World War II. I hurried to be back at the farm in time to have pay my respects, but if I wouldn't have made it, I would have stopped on the side of the road somewhere on a parking spot and listened to the radio and paid my 2 minutes of respect. I'm trying to record this, but I'm getting a little bit emotional because my world could have been totally different. The life that I'm living now, the freedom that I'm experiencing, could have been extremely different. Being able to truly say yes to new adventures in my life wouldn't have been possible if we would not have won the war that way that all of us did. Now it all came full circle for me today because the woman that did my tattoo, the wonderful tattoo artist, she's from Ukraine. And I did not realize this before meeting her. And together we came up with the idea of tattooing a poppy on my arm. I chose the poppy because I just really like wildflowers and we needed a flower to fit over this space in a certain color to cover it up well. And then we just came to the conclusion that a poppy would look really nice. But after coming home, I looked up the meaning of a poppy tattoo because I didn't look into that before. And the meaning is actually really nice. One of the meanings that I found that really spoke to me is the flower has become the symbol of sacrifice, spilled blood, death, and to some, the futility of war. And the futility of war really speaks to me because I remember all the people that have been there fighting for us, but I think that war is futile, so it shouldn't be a thing at all. And I'm so sorry that it's still happening in the world today and that not all people, and especially women in the world, can experience the freedom the way that I do. I really think it's important that we keep remembering that we enjoyed this freedom, but it came with a cost, and that it's really important that we try and not relive that time and try and keep a peaceful future for everyone. I've tried recording this message without crying, but it's just something that hits really deep for me. And I hope people that are in the world still experiencing this heartbreak and war will have their own Liberation Day and Remembrance Day very soon, so they can get past all of this and live a happy, free life again. So I just got, there you are. So I just got back from working the entire day and I was just walking around with the kids. And of course my arm hangs down. And after a while, I was like, my arm is kind of hurting. And then I noticed that I don't know if you can see it, that it's really swollen. It doesn't look that bad on camera, actually. Okay, yeah, you can see it. And I was like, wait, what's happening? I had to sneeze. It's hay fever season. But yeah, so this is where we're at. There's hardly any knuckles. Can you like, this knuckle is sort of gone. Anyway, I googled that it should be fine. It's because I was keeping my arm down. So I was thinking of putting my arm up here, but there's nothing I can tie on here because I cannot. So I think I'm just gonna walk around like this or something. But yeah, it was hurting a lot all night. And I had the second skin on. Then last night I put new one on. You can see that. Then this morning I put a new one on again. And like 10 minutes after this part, what was coming out, the liquid that was coming out was already coming under this part. So I didn't have any more. I talked to tattoo shops and they said just take it off, clean it thorough. So I cleaned it 3 times today, and then put on a thin layer of ointment. It's a little bit thick. It looks a little bit thick, but I've noticed that it wipes off. I just cleaned my hands. It wipes off fast. So in the middle, it's just hard to get it, like to wipe it. But it looks so weird when the white is on. It's like, it's crazy. There's my little bumblebee fella. Can you see him? That's a cute one. And tomorrow I have school, so I hope it's it's so tight. My fingers are so swollen. Today is the 5th of May, which in the Netherlands is Bevrijdingsdag, Day of Independence, Day of Liberation. I don't even know, Bevrijding, Liberation Day. Today's Bevrijdingsdag, and I will be making this video through a couple of weeks because I have made 3 videos in advance. So by the time this video ends, I hope I'll keep videoing. My tattoo will be almost healed. So hopefully tomorrow will be okay. And if not, you're gonna see it all unfold. But I think we're gonna be fine. Oh, so fine. Anyway, I'm gonna walk the dogs. It's a little bit painful. So I went for an hour walk with the dogs. And I basically had my arm like this. And then I had the leashes of the dogs on my elbow, because they don't really pull that much. And my other arm could just swing. And I have to say, I'm getting my knuckles back. It's way less. It's not gone, but it's looking a lot better. But you don't see, I always see my veins. You don't see them. They're gone. And you always see this, because this hand is actually a little bit swollen because I've hit it. It has a little bit of an old injury on it, and sometimes it gets a little bit more thick. But yeah, to know you can really tell. But yeah, I'm getting my knuckles back. This way you can kind of see. This is weird. Oh my god, that looks crazy. That looks so crazy. Like I don't have any fingers. I do. Not that not having any fingers is super crazy, but to me this looks crazy. So yeah, it's getting better. I have to keep ointment on it because it's still, the flower part is like really sore. The rest is pretty much okay. It's not that bad. But the flower part, this is kind of a big piece. So yeah, I really love the little bumblebee fella. Look at him. Ugh, he's lying over there. He is so darn cute. Okay, my hand is still sore. It's like this part that's a bit, but I'm trying to keep my hand higher. But I'm really craving something salty. And I have instant noodles, but I know that if you eat salt, you hold on to more fluids and such. So, but I'm craving it, so I'm gonna take it. I hope it's not going to make it worse again, because it's actually doing pretty good at the moment. See, I have knuckles back. I didn't have this knuckle the other time, just like a second ago. This was gone. Like the knuckle was completely it's back. So it's 2 days later. I just cleaned it and put ointment on it. My hand is back to, yeah, maybe just a tiny bit more swollen, but it's basically, my knuckles are all back. I'm back to the normal size. It was hurting a little bit today. I was working with smaller kids up to 4 years, and it was hurting a little bit, but it's getting better. I just put ointment on there, clean it. I clean it twice a day with this maple tattoo, and then I put stuff on there. But I wanted to show you that it's now Wednesday evening and I got tattooed on Sunday morning. So yesterday I still had a really swollen hand. It's a little bit swollen over here. Can you tell? This has like a little dent. Here's a little dent. And this, you can see the dent, but not here. No. Anyway, doing way better. I can move my hand. Sleeping goes well. I lay down and then I just put my hand like that. And then it's completely straight. And that seems to work. So far so good. Let's hope it heals. I would like the pain to go away because it's still sore. Because the flower part is like big. It's a big tattoo part. Like centered. And I hope it's going to heal good because it kind of looks a little bit like it's layered too much. I don't know. But we'll see. But so far, so good. So it's Thursday evening. I just showered and I was preparing for bed because I have to work again tomorrow. And then I looked at my hand and I thought, she's back. See, the entire gap is back. And it's still a little bit sore, especially this part. But it's getting itchy, which is a good sign. So look, my hand is looking semi-normal. I don't always show my hands this much, of course. But yeah, what's that called? The swelling has gone down. And I'm getting used to her being here. I have to try and not twist her, because if I show her like that, she's twisted, so she doesn't look straight on there, but she is. She's like this. She's straight on there. And I love my little bumblebee fella. Look how cute that is. Can you see it? Yeah, very cute. There's dust on there. It's a cover-up tattoo, and one part that she didn't cover is over there, right next to the green leaf. There's a tiny little bit of pink left, but I kind of like it here as well. It's so subtle and it reminds me of the tattoo that was there before. I hope all the other parts are going to heal nice, but I kind of think, I don't mind that it's showing, and it makes me think of the lotus that I had. So yeah, but we're doing good. The flower part started to shed really fast, and this to me is the hardest part of the healing process, because you have to leave it on. You cannot touch it. You can see it all moved. You have to leave it on. Don't touch it. So it's Monday. It's officially a week and a day since I've got tattooed. I also cut my hair. I'm so into cutting my own hair at the moment. If I see something I like, I'm like, let's do that. But this is what she's looking like. She is itchy. She's doing good. She's shedding. It's itchy, but we're getting there. Oh, you sweet people. I can't explain it, but I'm having puppy fever again. I've been looking at puppies that we can buy in Sweden. Bring back, like, what's happening? I wanted to show you as the final results. This is the tattoo all healed. But I have to say that this part, don't know if you can see it with the glare, but it's staying a little bit rough. It's not all healed. We're almost 3 weeks in now. It's not completely healed over here. It's a little bit rough. It might be because clothing is on it. I don't know. The rest of it feels really good. The red part is still a little bit sore, and the ink seems to be a little bit more matted. So I hope it's staying. I'm seeing her again in October to change my back piece. So if anything is not nicely healed, she can touch it up, but it's gonna be painful, I think. But yeah, it's looking good. I don't know if I can, like, it has a glare on it, but oh, this way you can see it. This spot over here is ever so slightly lighter. It's not really noticeable at first, but because I'm looking at it a lot. So this is the result. Oh, that's a bit sore too. Stretching the skin. This is sore. But I still put ointment on it. I keep it out of the sun. But it's doing good. So that's the final result. I'm really excited about it. What's my next video going to be about, guys? I don't know. I think it's going to be... Maybe I'm going to talk about what I'm going to be doing in Sweden. Why I'm going there. And what I'm looking for when I'm there. Gonna look at properties, guys. I'm gonna take you on my new journey trying to find a place for us where we can relax and have space. Maybe if the property is big enough, I can have fellow van lifers over to hang out in the property. I don't know, maybe not. I like space for myself, but maybe we will. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was like a 3-week video, 3 weeks of making this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to new adventures.